I am not proud of this behavior, but has it worked out so far? Yeah, this paper that I wrote started at 3 a.m. the day it was due. I know you're looking at the 100, which is pretty crazy in itself, but my professor makes me sound like I just won the Pulitzer Prize. Clearly something is going right, even if my sleep cycle is not. This is 2 days of chaos condensed into 10 minutes for your Schadenfreude and some essay tips if you too are a fellow procrastinator. Oh my god. I am 100% done. I just woke up, it is 10 a.m. I have a final paper due today at 5 p.m. and another paper due tomorrow at 11:59 p.m. and I have not started! I literally just rolled out of bed. As you can see, my retainers are still on. I am speaking with a lisp right now. We are gonna have to figure something out. This is the latest I have ever started on an essay because it's not that long, but I also have never started this late. Yeah, so you know what, let's just like cut to actually starting on it. I was supposed to put a tea bag in first. Okay, we're ready. No, I have not brushed my teeth. No, I have not taken out my retainers. I feel a judgment, but this is college, okay? I had actually done some research the day before because I scheduled an office hour with my professor that same day to pressure myself into getting work done. The paper is a 2-question essay about the news media. It's less than 1,000 words total, so it's pretty doable, but I actually spend the most time on this class because my professor hates fluff. So my 2 questions are, should the social media platforms face liability for causing harm from fake news? Blah, blah, blah. And the second one is, what have you learned about news that focuses on the concerns of impacted citizens, and whether before this class I'd consider citizen-focused coverage as a guide to evaluating news.
Not only that, Dion, there is a one-to-one relationship between the people who seek out impacted citizens and news outlets that are bound to codes of ethics where every single day they at least make a valiant attempt at honest reporting.
Also, I just want to say that office hours are so important because you get to ask a professor what exactly they expect. One little trick I do is to slide several opinions over to them to see which one they're most receptive to. As you can see, we have about 6 blocks before having to submit the paper, so we're gonna schedule out what that's gonna look like. Pro tip, I find breaking things down into blocks super helpful for staying on track. It's super flexible, but you also know how much time you need to get everything done. So what I'm planning to do, which I probably will not stick to, is taking an hour to plan question 1, taking 2 hours to write it, and repeating that for question 2. And you can just see my second paper due tomorrow that's kind of just sitting there. So I thought I did a time lapse, but it turns out it was a whole video lasting an hour and 30 minutes, and now my phone has no space. Brilliant. Time check, it is 12:09. I have compiled research for my first question, and I think I'm ready to start writing. Now that I feel more comfortable about where I am in this general chaos, I finally decided to brush my teeth, eat breakfast, basically basic life things. My phone is preparing to send it to my MacBook, and I think I will be ready to start writing this as soon as I can start time-lapsing again. So me and my damaged hair are going to walk you through how to start writing an essay. It's all about doing the easy stuff first. First of all, I open my notes document and essay document side by side so that it's easy to refer to my research. And that's already step 1 down. Then I actually start by coming up with 3 rough argument points that I believe in at the moment. They can be dead wrong, but it's okay because you have your research, you can change your opinion if you find that your information contradicts your view. If you're wondering why I don't form my views while compiling information, I tend to compartmentalize the process so that it doesn't confuse me because I get really easily confused. And then you can write your introduction based on your 3 argument points. Boom! You've started your paper, and now all you have to do is fit different sources into your argument paragraphs and talk about why you chose them. It's kind of like a jigsaw puzzle at this point, which is why I like writing essays once I'm over the starting phase, because all the puzzle pieces are on your notes document and you just have to move them over into your essay. Something I'm also working on is just powering through the entire first draft instead of trying to fill up missing gaps along the way, because I've noticed that sometimes a good idea on how to fill up that gap will come while I'm working on different paragraphs, which is why I'm constantly scrolling up and down a document to fill up those gaps. It is currently 2:30. I am done with 1 essay. I am slightly on edge, but we're gonna keep working. I am actually shaking, and I'm not sure if it's because of the cold or if I'm tired or if I'm actually stressed about this paper. I don't even know anymore. I'm not sure why my phone was wobbling during this time lapse, but I think it was probably as stressed as I was. So we're 30 minutes behind schedule, which was expected, no sweat, but it means I'm gonna have to do research and develop my points for question 2 at the same time. Again, I'm gonna use a similar strategy of coming up with 3 draft argument points and finding examples that either confirm or contradict those points. Pro tip, if your professor has given you a list of recommended sources, instead of combing through each individual source for relevant articles, just Google what you're trying to find and add the name of the source to the end of your search. For example, if I want information about the immigration border crisis, I'll just type in
Immigration border crisis, /washingtonpost.com.
which gets me all the articles I need on that specific topic. This is the moment of truth. Should be okay. Oh my god, can you hear my voice just like shaking? I'm just like, oh god, what if they're both for 450 words each. It looks about right. Hey guys, it's been a week since I wrote that paper. I'm currently editing this video at 7 a.m. unsurprisingly. My grade for this assignment has come out, so I thought you guys would be curious. So we got 100. I'm honestly kind of shook because I always feel like I'm gonna fail this course, but I guess we pulled through. As you probably know by now, 5 p.m. is like dinner time, and that's when I go get dinner, so I'm just gonna close my eyes for a bit and then go get lunch. I mean dinner! By the way, this is so sad. My phone actually died from time-lapsing. I think I might be going crazy. Like, I actually love dining hall food so much right now. So the objective is to write a 1,200 word essay in the form of a podcast, which I think is pretty doable because it's kind of like writing a script. I should be able to do that in a few hours. So I just woke up from a nap. I saw light on my walls and thought I was waking up at the crack of dawn, but no, it was the night lamp.
Eventually.
Start of a new day, guys. It's 3 p.m. Basically, I think I stared at the screen for too long yesterday and my head was just like hurting, so I took a nap at 8 p.m. And when I woke up, there was a little bit of light on the wall, so I was like, oh, am I finally waking up at the crack of dawn? But no, it was actually at 11 p.m. and the light that I saw was actually from outside because I forgot to close my blinds. What do you call those again? Night lamp? Night light? Pedestrian lamp? Street lamps. It was from the street lamps outside. So I was intending to go back to sleep, but then I realized I had to edit last week's video and I got really excited, so I ended up staying up till 8 a.m. Then I took another nap or sleep. I don't know what sleep is anymore. And now we're awake at 3 p.m. We have an essay to write from start to finish and submit at 11:59 p.m. Also, I love the volume that my hair is exuding right now. Oh my gosh, it's here! Yes! Okay, you know what? I think I need 2 hands for this. So this mysterious package is actually all the boxes I ordered since the last video to prepare for moving out. But good news is I've been approved to stay for another couple weeks, so I'm not planning to set them up just yet, but subscribe now if you want to watch me fold boxes for a potential college move-out vlog. Hey guys, so I'm about to break for dinner, and in case you guys were wondering what happened to my face, no, I did not get into a fist fight with myself, even though that sounds like something I would do. Basically, I think my body is disintegrating from my crazy sleep schedules, because like I slept at 8 a.m. and woke up at 3 p.m. Hey guys, I'm back. Now that I'm living here, I feel like the things that make me happy are radically different. The weather out is 54 degrees. No, I'm kidding. I don't know what it is in Fahrenheit. It is a hot 82 degrees, and I am in shorts, and I feel confident for the first time in a while. Also, today is pasta day. It's like my favorite dish from the dining hall, so I'm really happy about that. I did not see that coming, so we're gonna tuck right in. While we're on the subject of pasta, I'm about to pass away with my 1,200 word podcast for my English class. So we have a few hours to spaghetti it out of the way because I don't want to submit it past the due date. That would be preposterous. Too much? What I currently have is some research compiled from my previous readings and from interviews with other writing tutors. So my English class is about composition studies, which is basically about how writing is taught at the college level, and I've decided to focus on how tutors can create safe spaces in writing centers. I did not do a lot of prior research to this, apart from what I remember from our readings from class, but it's more of a reflective piece, and writing a podcast script is kind of like writing a script for one of these videos. So I'm just gonna use what I have from my notes and add my own commentary to them. So I think I'm in a food coma. I'm gonna take a nap. Have I done enough work to justify it? No. But would a nap help with that? I'm gonna take a nap. Goodbye. I couldn't sleep. I was thinking about the essay and I'm just gonna power through with tea. I have to finish this. I am someone who loves viciously editing while I'm writing. So how I've gotten around it is by making comments about things that I want to change so that I don't have to think about them and I can just continue writing. It's 20 minutes to the deadline and I'm a couple hundred words short because I was trying to cram 2 hours into an hour, you know what I mean? So we're just gonna add a couple of relevant thick quotes and hope for the best. I don't actually know how many words I've written, but it's probably more than the word limit because of all the quotes, and my air conditioner is screaming for some reason, but this is a momentous moment. It's like I have 10 minutes to submission, so let's just do that. Wait, I actually have to check it. Okay, let's check it together. Woo. All right, I mean, like, we have unlimited resubmissions because my professor's super nice, so we're just gonna submit this. I think it's fine. Woo. This last assignment is not exactly a full paper, but I thought I'd throw it in because it's also about writing. All I have to do is write a 150 word reflection based on a peer review of my video essay. I'm really surprised that my reviewer did not call it a flaming dumpster truck fire because that's exactly what it is. But anyway, my one piece of advice here is if you're short on time, do your reflective assignments last because you can always pull something off the top of your head at the last minute. It is 3 a.m. and I just took a shower. I do not know what time it is or what day it is, and that is pretty much my life now. Thank you for joining me on this chaotic journey. I hope that you guys are taking better care of yourselves, and I will see you guys next week in the next video. Bye!